Hi boys and girls, how are ye? Thanks for joining me again today, and I hope you had fun yesterday doing your Picasso style crazy faces. They were fun, weren't they? Did you make lots of them? I'd love to see some pictures. Please send me some. Okay, today we're going to do slime, and I know I promised you last week a free kit, slime kit, which I had already and everything to give you, but unfortunately because we were told we had to close, I couldn't give them to you. But I'm going to show you how to make it, and I'm going to show you what ingredients you need. And as far as I know, it's going to be easy to get the ingredients because everything I'm using is available in Boots and Deals and Tesco's. So all those shops are still open. All right, so I'm going to show you how to make it now. And the first thing you're going to need is a bowl. Now I'm using a clear plastic bowl so that you can see what I'm doing, okay? And the next thing you're going to need, the ingredients you're going to need are shaving foam, all right? Just ordinary run-of-the-mill shaving foam. This one's from Tesco's and it's 95¢. Don't get gel, guys. Gel won't work. Has to be the foam. This is going to be fluffy slime, by the way. The next thing you're going to need then is just PVA glue. Get this in Deals for £1.50. Just a bottle of PVA glue. You're going to make loads of slime with this, guys. Then all you need then is baking soda. I happen to get this one from Lidl and Aldi, or Lidl or Aldi, I'm not sure which, but it's really cheap, it's only like €1 or something, but you can get it in any supermarket, you can get it in Tesco's or Super Value or anywhere like that. And then the next thing you're going to need is the activator. Now guys, I know some people, you see tutorials online and they'll tell you to use detergents and soap and wash-up liquid and shampoos and stuff. I've tried most of them and they don't really work. Now you might know something better than me, but I actually think that they're actually quite harmful on your skin. So I have discovered this particular product that is very safe and won't hurt your skin, and it's called contact lens solution. Okay, can you see it there? It's available from Boots and you can get buy one get one half price most times, and this bottle is £9.99, so you get two for €15. I know that's a little bit pricey, but trust me, you'll get loads of fun out of this. Okay, you'll get loads of slime. So that's our activator, and then you can use some food colouring if you like, and you can have other ingredients that you can add to it. But I'm going to show you how to make it, and then you can make it yourselves. Now I'm using gloves, guys, because I don't want to get food colouring on my hands, and because I'm doing video tutorials, I don't want to have coloured hands. But you don't have to use these, okay? You can use them if you want. It's up to you. But now guys, a little tip, make sure that you use something underneath, like a tablecloth or a piece of cardboard or something underneath you, guys, or newspaper or something, okay? Because we don't want to ruin the furniture or I'll get an Arty Marty into trouble. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your glue. And guys, we don't want to use all of this at once because then it's going to be a waste, because if it's a fail, sometimes it will fail, and if it's a fail, you've wasted all your ingredients. So do a little bit at a time. So I'm going to put in about maybe 3 tablespoons in there, okay, of my glue. You see that? Then I'm going to get my shaving foam and I'm going to give it a good shake. And then I'm going to tip my bowl up a little bit, because you want to kind of keep your can upright, because if you kind of go down like that, it'll run out very quickly because you'll be using the gas very, too quick. So hold your can upright and tilt your bowl a little bit. And you're just going to put in about an egg shape, an egg size of shaving foam in there. Then you're going to get your baking soda. Now you don't need too much of this, guys. You really only need about the tip of a teaspoon, okay? So just put that in there as well. And then you're going to give this a good mix. And the secret, guys, to good slime is good mixing, as we all know in Imagination Station. So take your time and get all that glue up from the bottom and mix it right through the shaving foam, and making sure the baking soda is well mixed in. So once you're happy that everything is mixed in together, you can get your food colouring. Okay, little tip, guys. This little plastic syringe you'll get in Boots, and it's like 10¢, but they are great for getting food colouring out of our bottle and into our bowl, because if you pour it like that, it's very hard to measure, and sometimes you can put too much food colouring and then it'll be a waste because it'll cause your slime to fail. So I'm just going to get my syringe. If you don't have them, try to get the food colouring onto a spoon first and then put in a couple of drops, okay? Because if you pour it in, it's just too hard to measure. So I'm just going to put my syringe in and I'm going to suck it up. And if you're having trouble, guys, get Mummy and Daddy to help you, all right? So I'm just going to put in a couple of drops in there. It's probably about 5 or 6 drops. And then I'm going to put the rest of it back into the bottle. And because I have a tablecloth on the table, I can put my syringe down. Always, always, always put your lid back on the food colouring because it's so easy to spill this. I've done it 1,000 times, so put your lid back on, all right? So as you can see, look, I'm getting all covered in food colouring. So I'm going to give that a good stir. And I'm going to mix through that colour green all the way through. And if you think that it's not really as green as you'd like it to be, you can always get your food colouring and put in some more. It's better to start off little and work up than put in too much. So I'm going to put in a few more drops. Put my lid back on. Okay, so I'm going to give it another mix. So when I have gotten rid of all the white bits, and all my white bits are now green, or whatever colour you're using, so give it a good mix, scraping it all off the side. Only then do I put in my activator. Okay, so as you can see, nearly all my white bits are gone. So I'm going to get my activator, my contact lens solution. Tip, always start off small and work up. So put a little bit in first, if that doesn't, then stir, and then keep going, keep going, keep going until it gets to the right consistency. So I'm going to put in about a tablespoonful, and I'm going to start stirring. And immediately you'll start to see it coming together, okay? Now guys, people think just because when it starts to come together, oh, I can put my hands in. No, 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 no. You can't put your hands in, because the whole object is of trying to get our slime ready is we want to get the bowl clean. And when the bowl is clean, we'll do the finger test, and then we'll be able to put our hands in. But we can't put our hands in now. Okay, so you can see it's starting to come together, okay? Stir that for about a minute. Don't do anything else with it, just for about a minute. And you can kind of move it around the bowl to get all the extra pieces, so you can kind of leave your bowl nice and clean. But you see the way it's still sticking to the bowl and it's still sticking to the spoon. So I'm going to get my activation and I'm going to put in another tablespoon. No more than that. Then you'll start to see it coming away from the bowl straight away. Okay. Now, what I wanted to do is I wanted to come away from the spoon as well as the bowl. All right. So once it leaves my spoon clean, then I'll know it's ready for the finger test. Still not leaving my spoon clean, so I'm going to just kind of mash it a little bit in the bowl and keep scraping it off the side of the bowl and keep mashing it like that. And once it comes away from the spoon easily, okay, easily, that's the trick. So now my spoon is clean, can you see? I'm going to do the finger test. So I'm just going to tip it. If it sticks to my finger like that, it's not ready to put my hands in yet. So I'm going to keep just smashing it with the spoon. Not hard, just gently, kind of like you're mashing potatoes or something like that in the bowl. Keep doing that for a few minutes. And what will happen is you'll find that the spoon is actually not sticking to it at all, and the bowl is not sticking to it. So once you've done that, I put it onto the table. Once it's not sticking to the table and it's not sticking to my spoon, and then I just mash it again. Still not putting my hands in, guys. Okay. So once I do that for a minute or two, it's still sticking a little bit to my spoon, so I'm just going to put another little tiny bit of activator in until my spoon stops sticking to it completely. If you put your hands in too soon, it'll just be a sticky mess and you won't have fun. Okay? Trust me. I've done it loads of times, so I know. So I'm going to leave that there for a minute. And now I'm going to take my gloves off because the food colouring is mixed in, so it won't discolour my hands. So I'm going to take my gloves off. I'm going to do my finger test again. And it's still sticking, but not quite as much. So I'm just going to put some of the activator on my hands. And as I say, this is safe, guys, because this is for contact lenses, so you'll have no problem doing this. Just going to put a bit more on my hands so that when I pick it up, it won't stick to my hands. And then I'm just going to gently stretch and fold like that. Keep stretching and folding until it's slimy but not sticky. That's what we want to get, a nice slimy texture but not sticky. Now I hope you've noticed, guys, something I didn't do, and I'm sure most of you will say that to me, oh, Arty Marty didn't do this, because I forgot. And clean my hands there. I really forgot. to put my hairband in. Very important, guys, put your hairband in if you have long hair, because you don't want to get your hair into your slime. So I've just done that now. So I'm going to keep stretching and folding. And once it stops sticking to my hands, then I can kind of start squishing. Oh, it's lovely. Fabulous stuff. So start squishing and squishing and squishing and squishing and squishing. And as you can see, it's not sticking to my hands. And yet I can have loads of fun with this. And what you can do, guys, you can actually make a couple of little batches of this in different colours and then mix them and make rainbow slime. But I'm going to add some ingredients to mine, because we do that in Imagination Station, don't we? Now, I know you might not have the same ingredients as I have, but you can make your own ingredients. Now, some of you will have some of this stuff in gold or silver. And all you need to do is just cut tiny, thin little strips. Do as many as you can. Or even bits that you have left over, cut them into small strips. So if you want to make squidgy slime, or you could use an old sponge. You know, Mum might have a little bit of sponge under the sink, and you can cut it off a little bit and you cut it into tiny bits. And then I'm just going to put that into my cup. I have a cup here. I'm just going to cut them into small little pieces. And I have some already done. And then I'm going to get these little pieces. Hope you can see that. And I'm just going to add it to my slime. And as you can see, I'm making, stick all them pieces in, cool, squidgy slime. And then you can add glitter into it if you have glitter, or you can add cut up pieces of coloured paper. Can you see that, guys? Isn't that so much fun? Hope you can see it. But that's it in a nutshell. That's slime, guys. So if you follow the instructions and listen really carefully to what I just told you earlier on in the video, you'll have loads and loads of fun with this, okay? The trick is to not put your hands in too soon. That's the trick. If you do that, it'll just be a sticky mess. So wait until the activator has worked. Now, if you happen to put your hands in too soon and there's nothing you can do about it, you've got all this big gooey mess, just get Mummy and Daddy to put more activator on the slime on your hands and keep rubbing and keep massaging, and then eventually it'll come away from your hands. All right, but don't panic, okay? There's nothing in here that will do any harm. You know, actually, in fact, by massaging it more, it'll become less sticky. All right, and then you can have loads of fun with that. And if you wanted to, then you could get a straw and blow bubbles in the slime. Make sure your hair is tied up. And you can make faces, you know, crazy faces with the slime, add things to it, maybe make a pizza and cut up different things and put things on it to make a pizza. So you have loads of fun with this, guys, all right? And again, send me pics, okay? Have fun, and oops, see you tomorrow. Bye.